Oh god.
Yo,
Yo, what it do, baby?
how you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Good.
Good. You guys were up so late last night.
Oh yeah.
You guys were in the VC and like you were AFK, but Goober was there, so I was talking to Goober. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" It was like 6 in the morning for me. I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" And then he was saying you guys were playing Roblox or something.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
that's
was just chilling in the thing and then he wanted me to like do the Roblox thing.
true, true.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. So, I'm sure you've seen the streams. You've been watching all my streams pretty much. You know how it
Yeah.
works. So, I hope you warmed up. Let's get in a rank game. Your session versus this guy's session is gonna be much different because he's already had his initial assessment. We all went through the basics and stuff like that in the first one.
All
So
right.
that's gonna be more yours today. Um, so let me just pull. Give me yeah. So just share a screen, queue up for rank, and make sure you're picking the role you want to improve on. Okay, not agent specific,
All
but
right.
like if you main an agent, pick that agent. But if you're like a role kind of guy, like doesn't matter what agent, but it's the role. Pick whatever agent is in that role. Just give me one.
Yeah, I've sorry,
Yep,
I just say ice cream.
you're good,
I've
bro.
been mostly maining not chamber ISO.
ISO. Okay, great. I'm a,
I
I'm
just need to put my ice cream away and then I'll
you can
play.
finish it, bro. I can wait for you if you want.
Oh no, it's all good.
It's gonna melt, bro. Well, it's all good.
I'm back.
Okay. So,
Okay.
I'm sure it's in our chat, but I probably forgot. What's your peak? Silver or gold?
Gold.
Gold, right? Okay. I think I remember. Yeah, it's gold. Okay, okay. Let me just open my door. It's so hot in my room.
I sent you a clip in Discord.
Yep.
You should check it out sometime.
Okay. I'll take a good look at it a bit later.
Alright.
Uh, yeah. So you're.
It's
Yeah. Go ahead.
it's snowing where I am.
Where are you from again?
Canada.
Oh, I didn't know that. I am too. Where are you from? What province? Ontario?
Uh nah.
Okay, okay. Where you West
The
Canada West or are you East Coast or Central?
Pacific.
Oh, you're like Vancouver?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Are you from Vancouver City or like
No.
BC? BC?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sick, sick. Oh, it must be snowing a lot over there then. What's the temperature?
Uh how do I check?
Let's go on. I can check for you. Over here it's -10. I checked today, but it's not snowy over here. What the hell? It's warm. It says it's 3 degrees, but it says there's a snowfall warning or something. But
I just have to
Match
wash my
found.
desk.
no problem. No problem at all, sir. Oh god, it's Pearl. For
Oh no.
some reason, I get so unlucky with like my students' rank games. Like they always get Pearl. We're always on Pearl. Like I wanna do a different map. I wanna teach them a different map, not Pearl. But it's
I
okay.
hate Pearl.
It's all good. It's all good, bro. If anything, it'll help me because I have a lot of experience on Pearl now, so I can teach you the ways.
Alright.
So pick your ISO. What are you really having trouble with?
Um I just want to work on like my game sense and like how to entry on site.
Okay, okay. Did you watch the VOD with Goober?
Yeah.
Because he's like a duelist. Well, he told me he's a duelist, kind of like Ray's main duelist player. So that video will be really good for you.
All right.
There's another VOD that's plat player with insane aim that I can send you. You should watch because he had like ascendant level aim, diamond, high diamond ascent, like mid ascendant aim, but his game sense was just on the floor, right? Like he just could not
Oh.
really, right? But and that's fine. It's just use that VOD to kind of. That VOD was more the game sense coaching, so you could really use that video. I'll send it to you after. It's in the
All right.
Discord as well, but.
Most of my aim is good around nighttime, but like in the afternoon, it's like decent.
Okay, so you're having some inconsistencies. What's your
Yeah.
routine usually?
I play team deathmatch, and then I do a swift play, and then I mostly just wait for like a duo or something.
And that's it? Like no other aim training?
2B. Oh shoot.
I'll try. Oh yeah, I just came from my other session, so it's a little different. But so what's gonna happen is you kind of already know. I'm just gonna watch you play. I won't be micromanaging you like the last guy, because this is your first session. So yeah, just don't be nervous, okay? Like just pretend I'm not
Alright,
here.
alright.
Okay, good luck. I'm gonna be talking to chat. Alright, so right off the bat, his comms are very specific. He saw 2B long and he said 2B long, which is very good. So round 1 on B. I should keep writing where they are. Round
And they're rotating.
on B,
30
great
seconds
shield before. Okay.
Ten seconds left. One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
What? Did you not hear me?
That's what training gets.
I think it's a remake.
All good. All good.
Nah, I did this to make you proud.
Unfortunate.
Team.
Ooh, this EG versus MIBR in 30 minutes. Yo, the Discord is growing.
How much people?
I think there's like 80 or 90 now.
Nice. I like your shorts.
Thank you, thank you. There's another one I made last night that I'm gonna post today. I think you'll like that one. It's with Goober.
Alright.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Match found.
He lied to me.
Oh.
There was a scenario where he saw someone there, and then after we were in the customs, like I didn't see him, I didn't see him, and then yeah, it was just super funny. You'll see it.
It's time.
Alright.
And then I'm like telling him, I'm like, no, you 100% saw him. Like, there's no way you didn't see him. Like, I saw on your screen that you saw him. Like, which is true. And then I edited it where in his POV you see that round, and he's literally looking at the guy shooting at him. So he tried to lie to me, but it's just funny. And then later he admits it too, so I added that and he's like, okay, he's like, okay, you got me, bro. I was like, ah, so funny.
Alright, I'll lock in.
Alright, lock in. Okay, Fracture. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. A map we haven't done yet.
I'm scared about Fracture.
Why are you scared of Fracture, bro? Why are you scared of Fracture?
There's just a lot of angles.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, Euro, it's not up yet. The VOD. I have to end the stream to get to publish it, so it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on tonight. Okay, it's not gonna. The VOD won't be up until later, but it will be up by tomorrow. Okay.
Dropships, artillery, SOPs.
All right. Good luck.
Retirement.
Thank you.
It's unfortunate they had a remake. Oh, is it a partner thing that it uploads while you're streaming? Because for some big streamer, yeah, I think so. I think I honestly don't know. You can like watch their VOD while they're streaming, right? But I think that's a partner thing. I have no clue.
Where are you?
If it's an option, I just don't have it enabled. I gotta lock it, bro. I'm tired as fuck.
Reloading.
Drone is down.
Bring them down.
Focusing.
Ooh.
They're not that bad.
The Reyna.
It's crosshair placement
One
is
enemy
very good.
remaining.
Make peace with yourself before you pull the trigger. No one else can judge you.
Reloading.
Snuff them out. Ammunition.
Still inside. Where are you? Still inside. Mark one.
One suppressed.
78 Brim.
All missiles away. Enemy spotted. B.
Last player standing.
Spike planted. All missiles away.
One enemy remaining.
A little bit unlucky. They got decode. Oh, my neck cracked and it was like, oh. It was a good feeling, but I feel lightheaded.
The city needs me. I can't be away for long. Let's end this quickly.
Like a headset head.
What did you say?
Anyone has a mic? That's it.
Pardon their vision.
Drone going down. Drone is down.
Spike
aim is pretty
down
good.
A.
All missiles away. Grenade is launched.
Rena's on site.
120.
Last player standing.
I got the spike.
You will not kill my allies.
Spike planted. All missiles
35 Reyna. Nice try.
Sure.
Let me take care of their brimstone.
Anyone got a
Do it
Phantom
before
skin?
me. Don't ask why.
I need a gun. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
All missiles away.
Reloading.
Ammunition.
There is one more on site.
Loading.
They're up top.
Let's go.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
The enemy only looks composed. Their hearts.
Let's play slow. To be.
So he's telling his team like, "Yo, I got killed." He even got the first kill, and then he told his team one more
You're
site.
finished.
I mean, he's got overall very good aim.
Sage is down.
In sight.
Clovis hit 40.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
That's
Nice.
going to be the
Ooh, that was a close one.
Breathe. Then commit.
need a drop.
Wait, can you buy me?
Okay, so this guy,
Thank
he's
you.
a stream. He watches stream a
Alright.
lot.
Slow to A.
It's his first session with me, but he's watched my
Yes,
stream
okay.
since the beginning. And okay, so round 6, he needs to buy us a team. Whole team is buying, but he.
Over there.
Like his whole team is buying, but he has a share.
Show me a target. No.
55 Reyna.
Last player standing.
Right, they lost a round.
That's right.
I'm really gonna be focusing more
Next
on
time
his
just spread out.
macro, micro movement slash his game sense, because he has good mechanics. He has good aim. He knows how to crouch peek. He's jiggling. He's holding good crosshair placement, right? Like, why is he buying a gun when they're saving? Prehistoric fridge, sup, bro? We don't buy viewers over here, Dougie. Sorry. Take your services somewhere else.
Prepare for hellfire!
So this is round 7. Right, like he's got good aim.
Show me a target. Neutralize.
Go ahead. Just rotate. Fast. Just rotate fast. They're all B.
So here.
Just play time.
Got
Nice.
four.
Run.
My turn.
Got 4. My ult is ready. No distractions.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. One more right here. Hero. Nice.
Inside your head.
Look your enemy in the eye. Need a drop.
So there, that was good. Like, his team told him, like, hey, guys, they're all B. So he starts pushing spawn, and that's what ended up helping him get the ace. Is
Alright, do the same thing.
he
go B.
scaled, right? Like, he didn't just sit and drop, just AFK. Like, he actually actively heard the information. Guys, they're all B. So he knows he can take space and take an unpredictable spot where he can wait for them.
Play slow.
Drone going out.
Making cover.
Missiles away.
Try again.
Grenade is live.
Destabilizing.
Alright, go. Go side. Run.
Destabilizing.
Hey, watch flank.
So this is something he's doing well. Is Aid can identify
flank.
man
One enemy
advantage.
remaining.
Like, look at his aim, guys.
Nice.
Like, right, that's a high level type aim. I'm not saying he's a radiant player, but his aim is good where he's killed a guy, kill the second guy very fast.
Alright, go ahead. And do the same thing. Play slow.
But we'll see how this game carries on. Like, will he relax and chill out and start losing the game, or is he gonna stay locked and keep murdering these kids, right? Like, you guys know what I mean. Like, I don't mean like actually, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like just like sit these kids down, right?
The hunt begins.
Why didn't you get the orb before?
Our spike is down.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
They have courage, but no one is immune to fear.
I need to stick with the team.
Is he listening? Like that's what I just said, and he said it. Round 12. I mean, this was like a small one. He just the guy's shooting at him.
I have the spike.
Show me a target. No distraction.
I mean, great utility usage. Like,
Contract complete.
Enemy.
40 Sage or flank. 2.
Reloading.
Wait, was there 2?
One enemy remaining.
Reloading. My old friend.
You could just rotate.
good, good. I was waiting for that.
30 seconds left.
Great, that was good. That probably goes more towards game sense.
Spike planted.
Coming from main.
Find you.
Nice.
Grateful I killed you quickly.
I gotta be more detailed in these notes, so that way I don't forget them. There's just so many notes that I'm just trying to like think, and I just can't remember where it is, and like my
Wait,
my thoughts.
Who was it? Oh no.
Wait, Tejo?
Do-do.
I gotta be more efficient in my note writing as well. Wait, what day is it today?
All missiles away.
7.
Grenade is live.
Yo.
Yo, what the fuck you doing?
Show me a target.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
The rush.
80 Brim.
So what I can see from him is that he's got pretty good mechanics, fundamentals, knowing how to swing, stuff like that.
30 seconds left.
He's like, you know, he kind of already knows that his game sense is trash. It's not the worst for his rank. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised that his game sense is pretty decent. Like,
Last round
he made a
in the
good
half.
call where
Spend everything on this one.
they saw Reyna on A, top site, and then the guy opened the door, the enemy, there's 2v2 situation, and guy opened the door, they kill him, and he just tells the team, guys, go B, because it's free, right? They know automatically can deduct that nobody's there, and that Reyna, the last guy alive is on A, so they just started running. That was very good. Will this guy even show up? Not even sure, but... I don't Really like that jump peek.
Got the spike.
Still inside. I'll find you.
All
Well,
missiles away.
On A, he's jump peeking.
One suppressed. Goodbye, dear.
Reloading.
Just rotate, just rotate.
Ammunition.
Rotate.
Rotate, just rotate. Just go. Rotate.
I think his comms need
You
a little bit
will
of
not
work.
kill my allies.
They all B. They all A. Just rotate fast. Play time, play time.
Spike down B.
I have the spike.
Last player standing.
Like he needs to tell his team that, hey guys, I hear two.
Switching
Like
sides.
reconfirm what the Reyna was saying. He's like rotate. So he's like, yep, there's two. There's 5v3 guys. Let's leave, right? Or 4v3, whatever it was. I'm pretty sure it was a 5v3, but just tell your right. Reconfirm with him. Hey, bro, let's go. Let's get out of here. What's funny is that they're both have 15 kills plus, but they're losing the game. Currently losing. They're behind, right? That shows
Just
that
the-
aim
like,
doesn't really mean
the
much
rush.
in this game. Like, someone can drop 40 and still lose. It's more of a team game. It's not. Obviously, individuality matters. Like, you need to be able to kill and trade and stuff, but like, if you're losing rounds, kills don't matter, right? The rounds he's killing, they're winning. Excuse me. Here, they know they're going B. He needs to actively tell them.
Breaking them.
Spike planted.
Obviously his retake needs a lot of work. It's like most low level
Last
players.
player
Like his retake
standing.
is terrible. Let me write that down.
Not enough.
Oh no.
Their lives are so meaningless. Might as well.
Interesting, very interesting.
We've been through worse.
Excuse me.
A lot drop.
Come here.
Breaking them. Destabilizing.
Round 14. So he hears
Spike planted.
on A here.
Last player
Step
standing.
drop. Just starts flicking the smoke. Isn't aware of.
Instinct only goes so far. Skill covers the rest.
That's what I saw from that round 14. He just, like, he knows their drop. There's smoke. Why are you staring at the smoke? AFK. I know you hear 2 or 3, but he needs to set up in a position where he can take fights when they're coming out, not just staring at the smoke and the guy shoots him from behind. Like, take a different angle, right? It's out in the open. His communication needs a lot of work. He just
planted.
I'll work that here. Round 15. Good.
I'll find you. Spotted reloading. Bring them down.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Nice.
Nice.
Defuse the spike. You have got to be kidding me.
Overall, his
I open
utility
the
usage is
find
quite
the
good. Like overall, like for ISO's kit, like there's not much to do. But he needs to be using it a little bit better. Okay. It's a mental note there. Sorry I'm yawning, guys. I'm fucking tired.
King 8 is live.
Spike planted.
All missiles away.
Okay, good utility. Sees one there.
2 suppressed.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
Thank you.
reloading.
My ult is ready. Got it. We're clear.
I survived obliteration. I will survive
Oh.
them.
Need a drop. Reloading.
Good luck.
All missiles away.
So
Where are you?
they're gonna be okay, he's pretty aware of his map.
Spike
me a
planted.
No distractions.
One enemy remaining.
That makes three.
fun. My turn.
One enemy remaining.
Someone's up it.
Where are you?
Stick it.
Mark one.
Nice try.
They got it. Oh, it's close. Oh,
Bro, why you all didn't stick it?
That was a work.
I think they had
That was
super close. 0.17, bro. Like
I don't know what I was doing about my ult. I kind of zoned out.
it's all good. Happens to the best of us. Happens to me too when I play ISO. Can't win all of them.
Weapons up. Comms open.
Two A.
Enemies A. All missiles away. Drone going out. 2 suppressed.
safe. They don't have a single life worth saving.
Omen, go A, go A, go A.
Don't tell him what to do.
What?
This is my king. Kings don't listen to peasants.
I would like him to be an IGL bar. Especially because he's got good aim. People listen to people with good aim.
All missiles away.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted. B.
Last player standing.
Oh.
One dream ends, another begins.
Excuse me, boys. I'm just yawning. I need to keep just drinking water.
I'll find you.
A.
Got anchor.
Adapt or die!
Cover going out.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted. A.
Last player standing. Match point.
What do we learn by fighting ourselves? Thinking out loud.
Bro, didn't he have 16 kills? I'm pretty sure he had 16 kills at the half.
You will not kill
All
my
missiles
ally.
away.
You had your fun. My turn.
Grenade is live.
Spike planted.
Sage is down.
Last player standing.
I have a op.
Alright, GG's. Nice try, bro. Unlucky. We've got a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
A lot. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, you're NA, right?
Yeah.
I know you're NA. I just want to make sure. Okay, add me, DM me your name and your code so I can add you in game. I don't do this with my Europe,
Alright.
with my Europe students because they can't join my lobbies. But what the fuck? Yeah, just DM it to me.
I just have to get the numbers.
Yeah, no worries.
That should be it.
Okay. So you can stay on my team. Let me think about this. I guess it doesn't really matter how cheats on, anyways.
All right.
Give me 1 second. Actually, just go on the enemy team just in case we wanna like, yeah, just. Okay, let's start. So, do you use 2 screens at all or no?
Nah, just
Okay.
one.
Okay, I'm gonna share my Discord screen too, so that way when I explain something, you could probably just be in my.
Enough training.
You can see my
Fine.
POV, okay?
All right.
Or if you want, you can just watch from my POV and not be in the
I
custom.
picked the wrong agent.
Oh god. Well, it's okay. It's fine. You don't need to really be the agent. But actually, let's remake because I want you to be the agent.
All right.
Okay, let's win this.
I think I can change it in trees.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not much of a. Just come out of the custom. I left. Just come out.
Oh, all right.
I'm not very savvy with custom games though. I just left to remake. I'm so old school. I left the lobby to remake. Okay, cheats. Okay. Okay, bro. There's a lot to unpack. Obviously you probably know it as well. Like you have good aim. Okay,
It's time.
that's general pro that I have for you. That's just which is really strong. Is that you kind of have aim down. Okay, let me just sit up.
Mhm.
Right, your basic fundamentals and mechanics aren't the worst for your rank. I was quite shocked actually that you're bronze. I'm like, it could be like a plat gold level movement,
So,
right?
who
So
has to die?
okay, we're gonna go through your cons first. I tell all my students. You probably heard me say this on stream. There's more cons than pros, right?
Yeah.
So I've improved my note taking as well. So I'm specific with where it is now. So I probably won't forget. The VOD's here, so you can review it later on. It'll be out later tonight. Okay. So let's just wait for this timer. Turn all your cheats on.
My ult is ready.
I'm sure you have ghost enabled.
Yeah.
Okay. So round 9.
Oh wait.
Okay. Guy is shooting at him, can't hear him. This happened, come to spawn the ropes towards A main, B main ropes. That side. This one's not as crazy.
Wait, B main?
Yeah, B main and A main, not arcade side, the other side. Sure, you can just fly over. Right, you know which side is A main, right? Where are you? You're on the wrong side, bro.
Oh.
Like that's arcade side, okay? This is main, right? Because this is
Over
A
there.
main. This is B
Over
main,
there.
right? The other side's not B main. That's arcade. The other side's drop, right?
Alright.
So that's that. So right off the rip, this is main side. That other rope side where I'm going, this is, you can call it. They call it spawn, obviously, but this will be like dish side, arcade side, right? It makes sense. This is arcade over here, and then that's dish
Yeah.
over there. So when I mean A main, but let's say here. So you took the ropes here, okay? This is not a big con. I just wanted to explain it to you. And you kind of look left, and the guy was just shooting at you. You remember this round probably, like
Yeah.
just spraying you, and you literally, he was whiffing
30
on you,
seconds
obviously. But you're just like this for the longest time, and then you kind of start turning and you died. Okay, but like we gotta just identify that that's an enemy. Obviously, he was whiffing on you. It's a little bit different story. Like he wasn't hitting you, so you couldn't see the damage icon thing, like taking damage. But yeah, you just gotta.
10 seconds left.
After you come off the ropes, don't just look one way. Immediately clear. Make sure it's kind of clear on both sides. Okay, stuff like that. Okay, round 12.
Alright.
We're in the comms section right now. Okay, it's gonna be comms, game sense, movement, positioning, aim, and then it's gonna be what's the last one? Utility usage. So we're in comms. Round 12 on a 5v3 on A, and you heard 2 on A, but didn't say anything, and they lose the round. I remember this round. So you come here, come in, follow me, mirror me. What happened exactly was it was 5v5. You guys killed someone. Either it was Sans, I can't remember. You can watch the VOD, or Main, I believe. Okay, and it became it was 5v3. Oh, you guys killed 2. Okay, and you guys sat Main, and you literally didn't say anything. You heard one Main, and there was like one on another one on site, like spawn somewhere. Like over, it was like Sans or spawn. I can't quite remember that, but here is where you tell them, guys. Like let's identify the situation. Okay, it's a 5v3 and we hear 2 on A. What does that mean? And that's a question. What can we identify here? It's 5v3 and there's 2 on A. What can you deduct?
There is
what are-
one B.
Exactly, right? That information is so crucial. You need to tell your team, guys, like scream at them if you have to. Obviously, it's not ideal, but guys, 2 on A, let's rotate. Like the Reyna told to rotate, but he didn't really say why, so you guys are kind of stuck here. But if you identify this, right, you're just like, guys, there's 2 on A, 5v3, no brainer, derp, go B. And the problem with this round was not that you guys didn't do that. You guys did rotate, but it took too long. Okay, you guys waited here for a little while. You guys were sitting. Like, I already knew you guys should rotate a long time ago. I probably said it in the VOD too. I'm like, they should run, they should leave. You guys were just sitting here. You were kind of just like with your team, just kind of like playing with their dicks, and then you guys started running, right? But it was too late at that point. The Sage she got res off. It was 5v4, and then you guys started, like, the rotation was so slow that they were already here. They started shooting you guys. You understand? And you guys lost the round. I wrote down that you guys lost the round. Because if you just identified this 5 seconds earlier, you guys would have been there already, set up, and they would have been either getting ready to protect the res or slightly making their way towards B. Because in this game, you know, people don't insta-rotate, right? Like, they kind of have to make sure no one's going to lurk back or it's a re-hit. Like, right? So just identify this a little bit quicker. One thing I noticed with you is that you're actually quite aware. Like, there were times where you're on B on defense, and then it's super quiet, and then you see one red question mark, and you, like, there was some rounds you would just automatically run, which you shouldn't do, but there were some rounds where you knew that no one was B. Like, you guys were there for 10 seconds, it's super quiet, everything was quiet, like, you guys are not seeing anything, the whole team, and then you immediately see 2 red, and then you start running A. So I was like, okay, you're looking at the minimap, which is good, but we need to process. You're looking at the information, it's good. We need to process this information just a little bit quicker, okay? Because those 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds makes the difference in a round, especially at the higher levels. At this level, okay, it's not as, you know, important, but I'm trying to help you understand what it's like to play at the higher levels. It needs to be split decisions. Guys, let's go. Let's leave. 1 on B maximum, right? There's 5 of you alive. If you guys just went and killed them, it's a 5v2 or a 5v3 because they rest, whatever it may be, okay? And then you can always go back on the VOD. I'm going to say the round, what happened, so you can always go on the VOD and kind of read. I'm going to send you these notes after. Round 13. Isn't calming effectively and giving important information. This was more, I can't remember exactly what happened, but like, you hear them. You can go back on the VOD to be specific, but you hear them and you're not telling your team, right? It kind of goes with the round 12. Like, tell them. Reconfirm, right? Your comms are good, like, in terms of they're specific. Like, there was a round on B, you're like, when you guys were attacking, you said 2B, right? Like, or you're defending and you saw 2, you're like 2B, right? Like, that's very specific. Most people in your ranks don't say that. They say they're all B and they saw 2, right? That's retarded. But you're being specific, which is really important. But you need to add more of that in your game, right? Because I'm sure you watch my streams a lot, so you probably heard me say, it's like, these little information is so important, bro. Like, whatever it may be, right? Like, even that round 12 where you're like, if you just said 5 seconds earlier, guys, there's 1 on site, 1 Sans, let's leave, right? Like, think about how big of a difference that is than you just standing here waiting for your Reyna to tell you to rotate. You don't know what you're doing. Right, you're just like,
we're like standing here for like 40 seconds.
Maybe not 40 seconds. Like, you can probably go back to the VOD and say it was a good 15 seconds. Like, you guys were just like doop 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 doop, like you know what I mean? Like, guys, like, have a sense of urgency. But that kind of comes with you. And the next thing I wrote in the IGL, this is the last thing in comms, is in the comms section, is you need to IGL a little bit more. Like, you're better than these players, but you're not being assertive. You're not taking initiative, right? You're a duelist, right? You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna listen to you. You kind of set the tone because obviously not in pro play, but in ranked games, usually the duelist, what I see, this is my opinion, I could be wrong, but from my experience in playing so much, is like usually the duelist kind of dictates where they want to go, because a lot of the times I tell all my duelist students, you know, they're the first point of attack, right? You need to take the duels first. Is a Sage with Res gonna take a fight first? Like, not all the time. Obviously there are situations, it's subject, like it's a exception to the rule sometimes, right? There's no
Yeah.
choice for the Sage to swing or whatever. But when you're the duelist in this 5 live, like, it's your job to clear these common angles. Walk up first, okay? Clear these angles. Like, you did that pretty well. But one thing I'll say is that, okay, we'll get into that after when we come back. Okay, so now we're in the game sense section. Obviously, you understand that your aim is super good. I really focused on your movement, like game sense movement, awareness, and really your overall game sense, okay? Because I don't really need to teach you how to peek a wall or have crosshair placement. You have it down, okay? You just need to keep making sure it's consistent and accurate and like getting it better, right? In terms of like different spots for your crosshair placements, like, you know what I mean? Like overall map
Yeah.
knowledge. But overall, it's very solid. Like, I would give it an 8 out of 10, right? It's super solid. Like the way you peek, you're like jiggling sometimes, stuff like that. But it's your brain that's lacking. You can't process information. It takes too long to process it, or you just don't know what to do, and that's okay. That comes with experience, and that's why I'm here. I'm gonna help you. So round 2 on B main, okay? Not patient enough when enemy smokes off his entry pathing. I remember you guys got ecoed. Like, these type of rounds will make you lose, okay, the game, and you lost the game. If you had this round, it might have been different. So
Was it the round where
Second
the
round.
Brim pushed up?
yes,
here?
yeah. So you guys were coming up as a team, right? He's instantly smoked this. Okay, pretend this is a smoke. I should probably have been a smoke. It's okay. He instantly smoked this, and first things first is you walk through the smoke with your gun straight. You need to walk through smokes like sideways, and then look. Okay, because when you walk through smoke first like this, they can see you. Okay, I don't know if he saw you or not, but that's just a little trick for you for other games. Okay, not in this scenario,
Alright.
not in this situation. What happened? But what happened was he instantly smoked this, right, the Brim, and you just ran through the like, not ran, but you walked through the smoke automatically, and like it looked like you were gonna push through it. Like, bro, just be patient. They instantly smoked this. You have the better guns. There's no point in just walking through the smoke, because what happens when they smoke there? And that's the question. What happens generally when
Over there.
pretend this area is smoked, okay? They smoke me, mate. Just pretend this is smoked.
Stop.
Come over here as
I-
come over here as a defender. Come over here as a defender. When this area is smoked, what generally do you do? What generally do people do? They're on eco, right? They have pistols. What do
Wait
they do?
out the smoke?
No, you're on defense. Yeah, you wait out the smoke,
Oh.
but what do you do on defense? Like, do you not
Spam
watch
the
this?
smoke?
Spam it. What else do you do?
Uh,
Like, there's a smoke there. Am I gonna just have my
Maybe
back
like
towards the
this?
smoke? Right. Like, am I gonna just be like this, bro? No. I'm gonna be holding the smoke, right? That's why this smokes, right? In Counter-Strike or in this game. Because it
Yeah.
cuts off the point of attack, where now all we have to do is just watch the edges of the smoke. People are gonna walk out, run out. We just kill them, murder them. Because they can't... It's hard for them to really swing out, like, 5 of them out to smoke, really, right? So, defense is gonna generally just watch this smoke, and that's kind of what they did. There was like one guy canteen, the Brim was close, he made a play obviously, but there's probably like 3 people holding that smoke, and you didn't do it because you died, but you almost positioned yourself where it looked like you're about to push out the smoke like mindlessly. Okay, we gotta just identify the situation. It's smoked. They're on eco. We have better guns. Just wait out the smoke, bro. Because that's probably their only piece of utility where it's gonna help them. And you pretty much use this smoke to their advantage. That's exactly what they wanted, was you to walk through, or walk through it all the way where you're on site and they're just one-tapping you with sheriffs, okay? What I would do is, you coming up as your team, just wait. He smokes, wait. The smokes only last 15 seconds. You got a minute and 30 seconds to play the round. Just wait, be patient, okay? Smoke dissipates, now we can start fighting, because they don't have guns. They don't have any... util that's gonna give them an advantage. This smoke's giving them an advantage, right? It's cutting down the area where you guys can peek them or see them. You guys are unsure of where they are, and that's kind of what happened. You walk through the smoke immediately, and this Brim was already pre-planned to make a play. He's like, I'm gonna smoke this and walk through. So he had a head start on you because he had a play and you didn't. You just mindlessly walked into it, and he already said before the round, if they come, I'm gonna smoke and walk through it, and he killed you. He just walked, he just killed you, and then you guys lost the round, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I have to say with that. Is just be patient, bro. Especially on eco. Rifle rounds maybe a little bit different, but eco, like, just chill. He could most likely have a shorty. Like, it's very possible, especially in the lower ranks. People are trolls, right? Like, just be patient. Wait out the smoke. Just hold the smoke. He probably would have smoked out if you walked out if you guys just cut noise, right? Just be like, guys, wait, guys. Like, be assertive. This comes with the comms and being on IGL. Tell them, guys, I think he's gonna walk out. Let's cut noise. So they cut noise, and the guy's just like, oh, they're not here, and like, people are dumb, right? In this rank, like, he's gonna walk out. You guys just murder him, and you guys take the site for free. Okay.
All right.
Round 13 is. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong round. Round 6. Oh, thank you. Sorry, my mom's giving me something. Round 6, whole team is buying, but he's the only one with the sheriff and light armor. I remember this round. So you were on round 6. You were here on arcade. Around arcade, and your whole team was going A. You're going towards dish side, okay? And you literally, like, you press tab. So I saw it. You couldn't even see in the VOD. You press tab.
Every fight is a
You're
lesson.
super rich. Okay, come to that same spot where it was ghosting to. Like, come to arcade. You literally. You bought light armor and the sheriff, and your whole team had a loadout. Util, full armor, rifle, bulldog, 4 of
I
them.
remember that.
Bro, like, this comes into the game sense, right? Under
Should you hold
the
you
fundamentals, understanding that, bro, your team is buying, you buy with your team. Your team is saving, you save with your team. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because it's counterproductive if 3 of your teammates have rifles and then 2 of you guys are saving. Like, it makes no absolute sense, right? When they buy, you buy. When they save, you save. Okay, obviously the higher ranks you get, when you start climbing, you start getting better game sense, better aim. There are gonna be times where you hero buy, like 1 or 2 guys are gonna hero buy. Everyone saves, and one guy's gonna buy a rifle just so he can try to win the round by himself, or get an advantage where he kills 2 and then your teammate starts picking up guns, right? So that's something we gotta think about and actively look about. Beginning of the round, press tab, look at your money. That's what I do. Right away, I look at the enemy's money and my money. And their alt orbs. How many orbs they need to get alt? How many orbs do we need to get alt? Right? This comes down to game sets.
Oh.
I understand. Yo, if my killjoy is 1 orb off alt, I'm gonna help her go get the orb so we can have a retake alt if we're on defense, or go get an orb on attack to take entry alt, right? Like, these things you gotta look at, right? So start of the round, first thing, don't just start running around any site, just running to the press tab, stand there, let go of your mouse, look at the screen. Okay, they all have 2k credits. They're not gonna have weapons. They're on eco, guys. Tell your team they're on eco, right? Maybe they have a crucial ult. They can go, guys, we need to protect the orbs, right? Whatever it may be. Or your whole team buying their loadout. You see them spending all their money. They have guns and armor. Don't just have a sheriff. Buy a gun as well, okay?
All right.
And that comes with the game sense. Next thing is round 6 on A. When they saw 3 on there and didn't rotate, they lost round. So it was A. I'm pretty sure it was A main. Oh, okay, I remember this round. Come to drop. You come to drop. Your team went main. Okay, you solo went drop this round, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you went. So come drop. That same area we met up. I don't know where you are. You were here. Come to drop. Dish. On A. I'm on A.
Oh.
Dish. The satellite, you know where the big satellite? Yep. This is called dish.
This? Yeah.
Dish or drop. They call it drop because people drop down, right? They call it dish because of the satellite. So anyways, there was a round where your team was going through main. You're by yourself here, and this was smoked, and your Fade did the craziest eye. He pinged 3 people. You're behind the smoke, and you saw them in the smoke. There was 1 here. Like, I'm not being as specific as I can be, but it was generally in this vicinity, 3 of them. So there was 1 here where I'm shooting. There was another one here, and like 1 sands or spawn. I can't remember. but you saw him in the smoke, like you're behind the smoke. They didn't see you. And first things first is you didn't try to kill them. There's a guy like right here. You could have just shot him through the smoke. He's dead, right? Second thing is, let's identify this situation. There's 3 here. 1, 2, 3, right? Like, and your team was not even in. It wasn't even like they took sight. They just were waiting A main. Like, what's the right play, do you think? Like, what's more, not, I shouldn't say the right play, but what's more, what gives you a better chance of winning this round when you see 3 here?
Trying to shoot them.
Oh, okay, that's the first thing, obviously, like when you see them, like, right, when they get pinged through Fade Eye and you see them through the smoke, obviously, but besides that, look at the macro, like, what can your team do to win this round when you see 3 people here? That's a question. And it's okay to get it wrong, bro. Just answer it. Like, just try to keep asking these, trying to answer it, as long as,
like,
even if you're wrong, it's fine.
Entering?
No, there's 3 people here, bro.
Oh, wait,
Come
no,
on.
Rotating.
Exactly, right? Like, now we're using our brain. Why the fuck would we run in
Over there.
when there's 3 people here? That's more than half their team. That's 3 out of 5 people. There's only 5 people on each team, bro. So when there's 3 here, right? And that was just 3 in this vicinity. You don't know if anyone's on site. So there's 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. You'll see in the VOD, it pinged 3 people here. It's not 3 people on site. It's 3 people in this area. You saw it on your screen. I saw it on your screen, right? This comes back with the comms and the IGL and the game sense. It's all combined. People think it's all separate. Aim, game sense, all this stuff, movement, positioning is all separate and you don't need to work on anything else. But no, you need to put it together. Identify the situation. Bro, there's 3 here. They got pinged. You start, obviously not yelling or screaming, but you just tell your team, guys, there's 3. Let's get the fuck out of here. Rotate, rotate, rotate. You guys start running, run. Right? They would have just booked it, right? Because something I noticed with your team was when you said something like assertive, they would listen to you. It's not like they're brain dead, not listening or not using communications. Just tell them, guys, there's too many here. Let's dip. So you dip. Like, your Fade used the utility to give you the information, right? We need to process this information. Just get the fuck out of there. Take initiative. Don't wait for... And this is one thing with some of my other students is I'll tell them to say it, like when I'm micromanaging them on the other sessions. I'll be like, tell them to rotate. They'll be like, rotate, guys, and they'll do this. Come watch me. Because they, like, I see 3 or 4 there, and I tell them to tell them to rotate, and then he'll be like, rotate, guys, and then he'll be like this.
Oh.
Like, bro, rotate means rotate. Go. So when you tell your team, guys, let's go A, you start running first, and they'll see you running, because at the lower levels, people listen to people or follow the people that kind of know what they're doing. If you kind of take initiative and be assertive with your comms and you're being an IGL, they're gonna trust that they know you. They know what you're talking about. Okay, so in that situation, you'll see it in the VOD. Bro, get the fuck out of there. There's fucking probably more than 3. There's probably that information there tells me it's a stack site because. Okay, if they ping 2 here, okay, there's probably 1 on site. There's probably 3 max, or maybe 4. But when there's 3 here, I can assume there's 1 playing site because that's usually how people play. So it's a stack site. When he gets pinged here, first of all, obviously I would spam this first guy. He was like in the open. You would have got a free kill, okay? Or even the second. You probably could have got 2 kills there.
I feel like if I had a rifle with, like, you know, like 30 bullets or something, I could have gotten the 3. But I only had a sheriff, so
okay, it's not even about the like killing 3. It's just about getting at least minimum 1 because he's out in the open. You're behind a smoke. He doesn't know you're there. Even if you have a sheriff, he's dead. Okay, you just 1-tap him, right? He was standing still like this. They were all standing still. It wasn't like they were moving around, like jiggling like this. They were looking at the eye. It pinged them and they all looked up, right? So you gotta fucking just take, even if I actually don't remember. I'm pretty sure you had a gun though. I could be wrong. You could have a sheriff. You can watch in the VOD. I don't remember, but my point is that you need to just kill this guy and then tell your, and if you don't kill him or whatever, or if you don't want to kill him or you can't kill him, you just tell your team, guys, there's probably 3 here. Let's get the fuck out, okay? So you just tell them, dip, 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 dip. Guys, there's probably 1, 2 max on B. So you gotta set your team up in a position to really, really, really win the rounds. Okay, this comes down with comms, IGLing, game sense, processing this information faster. Because I know that you're aware. I can actively see you, like not your eyes, but I can see your awareness by you reacting to the minimap. Okay, so let's process this information, get better at it. Obviously, this is a lot of information for you, but you'll get better with time. But we have to actively think about it. You can't build this skill without just do 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 do. I'm gonna stand there. Like, think about what's going on. Okay, we ping 3. Let's dip. Right? It's just common sense. Right? Right? Your chances of winning is much higher when you face 2 people versus 3. Right? It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? In a fist fight, it's the same thing. Your chances of fucking up one guy is way higher than you 1v2ing a guy on the streets. Like, those guys are probably gonna mess you up, right? So it's kind of that same thinking. You're not gonna, obviously, if you have the skills to, you're gonna do it, but you're not gonna fight 2 people on the street. You're just going about on your daily life, and these 2 guys want to fight you. You're just gonna just walk away. It just makes sense, right? It's like the flight or fight kind of response skill building you need to build. Okay. There are times where it pings one guy, you know, okay, there's 2 guys, let's go, right? Like, that's the fight response because there's 5 of you there, right? So we kind of have to work on that, and you will, and it will get better because you're already so good at the mechanics and fundamentals. You can just only really think about these things now to get better as a player overall. Your game sense, movement, positioning, right? Yep. Go ahead.
The problem with this game is like for me is like end games. Because
like late game, right?
My brain zones out a lot.
Right, but that's where you need to be dialed in because you're playing a ranked game, okay?
Yeah.
5 players that are actively, literally thinking about what they did wrong, what you guys could do, like actually using game, like thinking, okay, like setting up plays and stuff, versus a team that has only 2 guys that are doing that or 3 guys that are doing that. The team with 5 players that are actively all individually doing it will beat that team. And that's edge, right? There's edge in anything. There's edge in life. There's edge in poker. There's edge in gambling. There's edge in sports betting. There's edge in teaching somebody something. Like, there's like comparing coaches. Some coaches are going to be better, right? Some Valorant players have more edge than other Valorant players, whether it be game sets, aim, right? There's always edge. Somebody's always better than somebody, right? So we gotta really, really use our edge because it's not like you're a shit player, bro. You have good aim, okay? You gotta work on this aim and incorporate all these other aspects of this game and add it with your aim, because if you watch the VOD Plat player, I coach a Plat player, it's called Plat player with insane aim. He has the craziest aim. He literally is an immortal level aimer, but he has, like I probably told you, like his brain is on to the floor. Like his game sense, his movement, his scaling, just overall communication, it's on the floor. Like the level of it is on the floor. It's non-existent. He can only rely on his aim. He can only kill people, but he can't understand how to kill more people or how to, make timings, retaking, entering. He'll entry a site on Jet and sit in the box in the middle of the site like this, waiting for people to walk out. Right? Like, that's not productive. You want to actively deduct, okay, I cleared backside, can't be here, okay, he can be heaven now, right? Like, these things you need to work on to become an immortal player. Okay, so let's move on from that. The next thing is round 15 on A. They shot Molly to where you, okay, I remember this round. You're on defense, okay, come into spawn to the ropes, sands on A. Let me know when you're here. You know where sands is, right? Come to dish, come to dish, come to dish.
So. Yeah.
Where they open the door. This is called sands. Right? This whole area is called sands. They'll say sands. This is tower. Sometimes they say heaven, but most of the time they say tower. So, first things first, they smoked it. Okay? Like, you're rotating from B to A. Obviously you were aware that nobody was B. You started running over and they smoked this and they opened the door, so automatically you kind of have to assume they're out. They smoked this, okay, where I'm shooting, and then you're about to come out, and the Brim shot a molly here. You shot the molly, pew, right? And you just and you just died. You ran through the molly, like, bro, right? Like this is just a brain issue. He shot a molly, which is gonna kill us super fast. it's a different story if you're like mid-fight and you got
Over
mollied
there.
and you just kind of swing him to kill him because you're gonna die anyways. Whatever. He mollied. You saw the molly hit the ground. You can see in the POV of your game in the VOD,
Mhm.
and you just ran through it and died because you it's kind of like you zoned out, right? Like midway you realize
Yeah.
you like try to go back, but it's too late. You died. You already took 110 damage at that point. He just be aware. And this comes with the being patient. He smoked this. Just wait it out because a lot of the times when they smoke this, that means they're entering the site. So let them set up. If you guys are retaking, wait for your team and then start retaking. Clear this, clear under, and then start going to take the site and try to defuse the bomb. But what you did was they smoked it and then you kind of creeped up on the smoke. It kind of was the same thing on B main. You're like addicted to walking into the smoke, right? Like why? Just wait. Because that guy could have just went up the rope and sat in there with a shotgun or a stinger or whatever, a rifle, and you're dead. Because he sees you first. If you're going to walk in the smoke, always walk in with your shoulder and then look after. But you're just straight walking into it with your...
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I'll turn it on, but yeah. You're straight walking into it with your gun first. So if he made that play where he smoked it, mollied it, and he just went like this, do you hear him? Will you know he's there?
No.
No, exactly. And he'll just sit there and you're dead. And that's what a lot of people will do off the smoke. They'll play in it. But you just walked into it, walked in the molly, and it was too late. You died. Okay? So something we just have to actively think about. It's just a brain thing, right? You see the fire on the ground. You're not going to step in it in real life, right? It's kind of the same thing. Obviously, it's a video game. Sometimes you have no fear. Okay, so that's that. Not a big issue, but still, it's like game. It goes under game sense. Like, bro, and utility knowledge. Like, he shot a molly there. Okay, don't stand in there. They shot a vice molly there. Different story because the game sense tells me that, hey, if I stand still in a vice, you know, if you stand still in a vice molly, you don't take damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the vines. So you in that situation it's fine, but even if you still walk through the razor vines, you take damage. So you wouldn't do that. You stand still, right? So it's a little bit of the utility knowledge. Okay. So that's kind of it for the game sense. There's more movement positioning stuff that relates to game sense. So that will come down the line. So the next thing is, oh, this section is huge. Movement and positioning. Okay. Round 2
Alright.
on B. This is kind of the same thing. We kind of talked about it. It's still game sense. I would put it under game sense and movement because it's the same thing. Like you can identify the situation. Okay, they're on eco. We're on buy. Just wait it out. He's probably playing in there. And then a lot of the times, what happens in my games is this guy's dead. The smoke dissipates, and this guy's just with his pants down, and everyone just shoots him. He's dead. Or they'll actively spray the smoke right away. It's placed. You know, spray the edges because people don't stand in the middle of the smoke. They often stand to the side of the smokes. That's why you see pros spam the edges of the smoke because that's where people are likely to be. Okay, so
Alright.
that's that. Okay, this is a general point I wrote down. It's not round specific, but is baiting a little too much on attack? Needs to be first point of attack. There are a lot of rounds, more than 6 rounds on attack where you're kind of like you did it well sometimes, like 6 out of 12, but the 6, okay, maybe not even 6, like 3 out of 12 rounds you did really well on entering. Probably 6 out of 7, 6 or 7 out of 12, it was horrendous. You're just behind your team. You're letting them take all the duels. Obviously, you have another duelist, Reyna, but still, like your role is a duelist, right? Take initiative.
Yeah.
Don't have fear. Your job, I told another duelist player, is like, it's okay to die because you have to trust your team. Obviously, not in like Iron. You have to trust your team to have your back. That's the whole point of a duelist is you clear the hard angles first, and I die here. Boom, I die, right? Like my gun up means I die. I die here. Like I gotta trust my team that they automatically know he's gonna be here and they're gonna trade him. So you kind of have to trust your team a little bit more. You're standing behind them. You're like by yourself. Like your whole team will be main. You're arcade. There was like a couple rounds you're like here by yourself, just kind of. Or like there was one round too. You're with Reyna, and you guys killed one, which was great, and then you killed the Sage here. Right? Your Reyna starts solo scaling. She's like just started pushing, trying to take space, and you're just here like this, and then you're like looking back over here, and you're just like kind of shift walking. And you're just like you're kind of lost in the sauce, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? As a duelist, I can. Do you remember this round where you killed this guy and then you killed the Sage that was sitting here, trying to kill your Reyna?
Yeah.
So what I would do in this situation is you kill one here, right? And then you kill this guy. You automatically go up heaven. You make noise. It doesn't fucking matter. You can silent walk if you don't want them to be there. Like silent go up. But the point is that you killed 2. The site is likely 1, and your whole team was coming out B. So you can't be that worried. Just be the first point of attack. Take your shield. Come out. Clear this angle. Start clearing this close angle for them. Start holding canteen. Maybe a gen. Right? Like you're the first point of attack. And something also about that is you're going to gain more information when you play like that, even if you die, okay? Because then you gain information. Let's say you entry it and then 3 people killed you. You can and your team's not really behind you. You tell them, guys, rotate this fucking 3 here, run, right? Like that's kind of your purpose as a duelist, is gaining information, making sure corners are cleared, the fucked up first angles where they're not gonna kill your team, trigger discipline, right? And it's like a spear, right? You're the tip, right? That's how you have to think about it. As a duelist, you're the tip. You're what infiltrates their line of defense, if you will, okay? You're the one that pierces through. That's how you have to think about it. You're not the feathers of an arrow where you're kind of supporting the head, right? It makes it go faster, spin, rotation, whatever it may be. Like you're the point, bro. You're the first one to go in, whether you die or not. Obviously, getting a lot of kills and stuff is important, and obviously there's a lot of angles on certain maps where they can kill you when you come in first, but that comes with active entry angle clearing, which that's a little bit more of an advanced thing. But for you right now is that I'm not really focusing on you clearing, like knowing these spots where they're gonna be. It's more so need to help you get used to entering, being the first one in, no fear, doing your job, doing your role, right? There are a lot of times and also I wrote you don't use your wall. Like you could literally use your wall and just start entering. This covers canteen and gen for a split second where you can run up. You just run up behind this wall and your whole team behind you, right? Like use your utility effectively and efficiently where it makes your entering much easier, right? That's why you have this kit. You're vulnerable.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, go ahead.
That one round where we were rotating from that when we were standing over there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about using my wall, but I didn't.
You didn't. And I don't have too much about it in terms of utility use, like your utility usage. It's just like you don't use it at all. It's not like, oh, it could be placed a little bit better or like that. It's just like I couldn't write anything down because you don't use it, right? It's just that's the first step is you gotta start using it. The student before you, he's a chamber main and he doesn't use headhunter. You know what headhunter is, right? His sheriff, right? Or his ult. I'm like, bro, why are you not using it? Like, at least try it out. And he's like, nope, I don't want to use it. I'm scared. It's like, bro, you gotta get out your comfort zone if you really want to improve. So, use the wall. This is
I love using my ult though. It's
right,
so
right,
fun.
and that's something you're really. That's something I wrote. We'll go with your pros after. You actually have a lot of pros in terms of your kit. Like you're using your shield and your ult really well. I'll give it like a 8.5 out of 10. I was shocked because there's a VOD with an unrated player. He would ult without his shield, and you obviously know why that's bad, right?
Yeah.
You lose your edge. It's an instant 40 damage blocker, right? And it's harder to one tap you. You block one instance of damage. They have to 2-tap you to headshot you. Okay. So that's that. Use your wall and just and your invulnerability. If he's in this box right here where I'm shooting, okay? When you invulnerable here, he's not gonna peek you because this guy understands he has to wait out this invulnerability, or if he peeks, it only takes 2 shots to kill him. Okay, that's kind of how invulnerability works. It increases, it amplifies damage, right? So it takes less time to kill somebody. So you could just invulnerable here, invulnerable canteen, use your wall, and just start entering, right? Like your kit is solely is to entry, is to get the site. All right. The next thing is, so yeah, you're just baiting too much. Like you're not baiting a lot, but you're just doing it too hard. Okay, and a little bit too, like it's kind of cringe. The next thing is round 12 on A. He's jump picking an angle for info they already holding. So this was, I believe, yes, I remember now. So you guys were attacking. Come to A main. Ghost here if you want. So your team, okay, and again, you were like the 4th one to peek this angle, and I'm not sure why you weren't aware. Usually you were pretty aware, but in this scenario you weren't aware, okay? 2 or 3 of your team just walked out like this, okay? holding
Over there.
right here, right? They were holding it, and you, I don't know if you're zoned out, but you just came and you try to jiggle peek it for information. Like, bro, there's 3 people holding it. What are you trying to jiggle it for, right? Like, just go up with him. Or even when they're holding this, a lot of the times when I see my, because you can see vision cones, right? Like where they're looking.
Yeah.
When I see that because I'm super aware of the minimap, I go back and forth super fast with my eyes. So when I see that they're holding this, I automatically start walking up. Like I'll hold it off, like come wide and then I start holding it, and then they start. So come here and hold this box, right? Like wide, like maybe like
Over
back
there.
up a bit, like onto this wall right here. Yeah, right there, right there, right there, like right here. Right, like, because you're not gonna
Oh.
come up here, right? You're gonna most likely just be holding the angle from there. Then the guy that was holding for you, then he can come up, right? It's tactical, right? It's like a real time. This is like a real time tactical scenario where, you know, like let's say a SWAT team, like they're not gonna just start all running down, right? One guy's gonna be
Yeah.
holding it, and then the second guy's gonna tap him in the back, like, yo, bro, I'm here, right? Like, it's, you gotta think about it that way. It's like super militarized tactical or SWAT tactical, right? He's holding it, I take space. I'm holding it, and then my team can start coming up. So that's kind of how you have to think about it. This one's not that big of an issue, but it's still an issue. Like, you're taking inefficient, just random movements and random thought process where, bro, they're holding it, and you're just trying to gain information. They have all the information that you need. Nobody is out close. They could be tucked on an off angle or whatever. So that's your job to start walking up. They're holding it for you, and you tell them, okay, I'm holding it, and then they'll start walking up as well. Okay, this is more of a higher level thing.
Yeah.
Okay, next thing is not a big issue, but you need to have this skill for you to be a higher level player. Okay, next thing is, this is a very, very common theme in your defense. Retaking skills need a lot of work. Still kind of baiting on defense. So there were a lot of rounds. You guys were like coming from, this was more, oh, so it's round 13. I didn't write which site, so I can't remember. You have to go through the VOD, but I'll just talk about it generally. If you're coming from A to B, I think it happened here too. Like, you're coming A to B, and you were just sitting here, like Gen or Canteen,
Over there.
and your whole team was out fighting or dying, and then you're just last alive, right? Like, let's kind of get the fear out of our mind that it's scary. Retaking is not scary. I told another student, I tell a lot of my students.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's super. It's like a math problem. Okay, like come spawn. Come to where I am. I'll show you why. It's an equation. You're solving an equation. That's what it's like. Come to spawn. Jen.
Over there.
Where I was showing you the retake. Where are you?
Come
Come inside spawn. Like, there's only one
Over
spawn.
Oh,
Right? Come
defender
here.
spawn?
Yeah. So, like, if I'm here taking this angle, I would clear
Over
main.
there.
Like, come stay behind me. I would clear main. I would always clear this left side because people
Over
love
there.
pushing down Gen especially when rotations are late from the defense. So I would clear this. Now I know I don't need to worry about this. So I start looking somewhere else. I'll hold
there.
either default boxes. I'll always clear here. People always sit here, and then I'll make my way towards arcade. They're not there, and then my team's pinching as well with me too, right? So you need to actively be on the same movement speed as them. So if they're up here, right here, you're not gonna be here. Okay, you're not gonna
Alright.
be in your spawn playing with your cock. You're gonna be walking up. You're gonna be about here. If he's there, you're already ready to come out with him, because he's gonna be taking fights. You need to have his back. Okay. If he's here, out here, if one guy came out here, you're not gonna be over here in Canteen. Okay. Look where I am.
I don't know where you are.
I'm right here. This is
Oh.
Canteen, right? We gotta know the call-outs. Like, if I say Canteen, you gotta automatically know this is Canteen. Run here. Like, you're struggling with that a little bit. That's map knowledge, and you need to study. But like, if this guy is out here fighting this guy, fighting Heaven, like, bro, you're not gonna be back here, okay? You're gonna be right behind him. You're gonna be probably right here holding
Over
Heaven
there.
for him while he's fighting
Over
this guy
there.
left side here. From right here,
Over
let's say
there.
he's like swinging this box, right? So
Mhm.
you gotta match their speed. If they're coming out, you gotta go out with them. If they're holding, like waiting, you gotta wait. You don't just run out by yourself, right? I had a student do that where he was last, like first to retake, but he was the first one out. Like, his team was waiting, and he just jumped out of Jet, and he just started updrafting, and then he got killed, and they lost the round, like a crucial round, right? Let's say you're first, you're super early, like you're here anchoring, and you have 4 on A and they start running over, don't just start running out by yourself. Okay, look at the minimap. Okay, they're in our spawn. They're back here. They're on their way. They start going canteen. Even if they start running into canteen, don't just run out. Wait for him. Make a comm. Yo, you guys ready? Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right? Like, it needs to be some synergy there, some coordination, some assertiveness in your comms where you're taking action and leading them, right? You're not just not saying anything and just do 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 do, and they're just taking the site and you're just waiting here, letting them die, right? You're doing that way too much. You're baiting too hard, way too hard, especially as a duelist, right? Next thing is retaking. Okay, round 14 on A. Hears them drop and just starts licking the smoke. Isn't aware of others' possible threats. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember what round this is. Here's them drop. Okay, I remember this round. You were on defense. Come to A. You had a sheriff. You guys are like saving or something. Come to A, middle of the site. So this was smoked. Okay, just pretend this was smoked. Okay? They smoked this perfectly. It was a perfect smoke. And you started sight, okay? And you heard them. You heard not all of them, but you heard 2 to 3. And you made a good comm. It was, guys, they're dropped, right? And you just started licking the smoke. You just started staring at the smoke. And then you got killed from behind. The Reyna lurked up main and just shot you, killed you. Remember that round?
Yeah.
Like, you're just like staring at the smoke like this. Doop, 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 doop. Bro, you gotta take a different positioning. You gotta identify the situation. Obviously, there's 2 or 3 there. Yes, you know, but where are the other people? You're not accounting for the other people. And this is a problem the lower levels have, is they just assume the first contact is where everybody is. So you heard them drop and you're like, you're just assuming they're all there, but it's not true. That's not the case. The guy walked up behind you and you're just standing in the middle of the site staring at his teammates in a smoke where they weren't even out, or they were like jumping down, just staring at the smoke. It's really bad. Identify. What I would have done is, if I started on site here and I'm like, I communicate my team, guys, there's 3 running up dish, I would automatically 100% automatically, I would look main, because I understand that they're not out yet. I can hear if they're out. I can hear if they drop. On this side of the map, you can't really silent drop. You can silent drop here a little bit, but
over there,
over here, they make noise, right, for them to drop down. Look how far the distance. They must make noise. You automatically know if they're down. So you take a better position. You can even go top side and hold main like this. Come over here. Like, right? Have an off angle. Hold this off angle. Everyone loves playing stairs. Off angle. Protect yourself. You're not protecting yourself. The smoke's here and you're just licking it. Guys, they're dish. Right? You're the site guy. Site guy means you need to stay on site and make sure that you're not getting killed, because the thing with the site guy is when he dies, right? They're gonna, good players identify that that's probably the one guy on site, or even if there's 2, the chances of the site being clear is much higher. Okay, so, and then they won the round. So you're just standing here, kind of just out in the open. Cover all points of attack. Okay, there's 3 drop, guys. Could be main, could be 1 on B lurking. Like, right, actively think about these things. The next thing is round 18 on hay. He just peeks into 3 people, no utility use. So I remember this round. You were sitting right here. There. And this time they weren't heavy drop, but you knew they were main. I heard 3 or 4, and you just went like this into 3 people and they killed you. Like, either hold an off angle where when they walk out, you can just kill them and then reposition, kill this guy coming to this way. Or you just jiggle. Right? Jiggle shoot. Jiggle spam. Ask for a smoke. This wasn't smoke because you didn't ask for it. If you just asked for a smoke, use your communication. Yo, can you smoke for me, Omen? He would have smoked it for you, and you can start. You don't have to be jiggled or a tight angle anymore. You can be literally out in the open once it's smoked. Obviously not like this, out in the open where you can die from dish, but out in the open on site where all you have to do is hold the edges, because when people run out smokes in the higher levels, they don't run out smokes through the middle. They run out smokes through the side because it gives them more space and it's faster. Okay?
Okay.
So ask for a smoke. Omen, smoke A main. They smoke A main. You start holding it. You can start spamming it too, because obviously you hear them. Start spamming it. Right? But you just went like this. and then you just instantly got deleted. There's 3 people looking at you. So that's that. Next thing is not flanking, taking space enough. This was a generic note. It wasn't round specific. It's just your overall defense side. It kind of comes with retaking too. When you take space, okay, retaking becomes way easier, and there's value in flanking. If you come behind them without them knowing, you can kill 2 to 3 almost all the time, especially in these levels, because you have good aim and people are just unaware. They just don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, so let's say because there's a lot of rounds you were on A and you just started running B. Like, round starts, 20 seconds into the round, every site's been quiet. Like, you guys are just kind of holding, waiting for them. Nobody sees nobody. As soon as there was 2 question marks on B, you started running B. And I'm not saying that's bad. That was good because you identified no one was probably coming A. Like, there was no noise, no utility. You didn't even see a lurk. So that's fine. That's good that you processed that information. But the problem is that in these levels, okay, it's fine. They're just gonna run in B first contact. But at the higher levels, it's more of a push and pull game. They're gonna show that they're on B, but they're gonna end A. They're gonna show that they're on B, but fake the rotation to A, but go back B. Right? It's more complicated. So you need to be taking space because space is information. So what I would have done is, in that round where you ran B after 20 seconds of not hearing A, you just walk down A, or you proactively walk down A at the start of the round. So you just, like, obviously not gonna clear that corner at the start of the round. You start here, right? So you're gonna, like, probably kind of jiggle this, make sure they didn't walk up, they're not holding you, and then, right, just follow me. I would clear this corner just in case. I would slow walk. I would constantly look at the minimap to see if they're coming back, because I'm slow walking. So I'm just holding this corner in case he peeks. I clear this. Obviously, I'm not looking at the minimap when I clear the corner, right? I'm looking at the minimap when I'm walking up and I'm not holding an angle, or I don't need to clear a corner. So I would walk, clear this corner, and then I'd come back here, put my crosshair, look at the minimap. Okay, I would start walking again, kind of like maybe jiggle this to make sure they're not holding me. Okay, walk, hold, clear the angle, look at the minimap again, and then let's say my team says, "Yo, they cut noise, they're rotating." Like, what would you do in this position?
I'd hold an angle.
Right, and why would you hold an angle instead of fully committing to the flank?
Cause if I catch them lacking, rotating,
Okay.
I can kill like 3 of them.
Sure,
or
but
something.
let's think about it differently. Why I would say you need to not cancel the flank. That's what we'll call it. We'll say canceling the flank, where you just stop and sit in a corner, is because when they rotate, usually, is it gonna be one guy rotating? When he says, "Yo, they're all rotating back. They cut noise. They're going back." Like, what does that language tell you? They're going back. What is
all
that?
of them.
A lot of them, at least minimum 3. They are going back means more than 2, right? So they're most likely going to be running at you, right? So that's why we will, in this instance, obviously it didn't happen in your game, but when we're taking the space and we clear all our corners and we're kind of slowly walking up or running up, it doesn't matter, whatever. It can be a running up or walking up. And they say, "Guys, they cut noise. They can go back to you," or they give you the probability, they're speaking possibilities, like, "They could go back, bro, careful," right? He's telling you, "Yo, be careful, there's probably one near you." You don't just commit. You're just gonna die. You're gonna run into 3 people. Just come, sit in a corner, at least to get one. Because if they come back and you kill one, you can tell your team, you get your information as well. You tell them, "Bro, guys, they're coming A, right?" Because you're gonna hear them. When people rotate, they don't walk back. Like, in the higher levels, yes, but in your lobbies, they're just gonna start full sprinting back. You're gonna hear them in this corner, right? Like, go sit in that corner. You're gonna hear 3 people running from B main, like far B main, like long, like from here, right? That's like 7 seconds of you hearing them. So you automatically would be like, "Yo, bro, guys, they're rotating. I hear 3. I hear, like, be specific. I hear," because you can hear how many footsteps there are. You can hear if there's 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you tell them, "Yo, I hear 3 running back, guys," and then the guys in spawn would automatically start running A, right? They're not gonna push down B main. They're gonna run A. They're gonna get better positioning before they get there. They're not gonna let the enemy take the position, right? They're gonna be in spots where they don't expect. So that's something you have to work on, is take the space and then use the information that's given to you. Let's say, for example, we were walking up, we cleared all our corners, and they didn't say that. They didn't say, yo, they're going back. So you automatically know they're going to take the site because you've taken all the space. They're not going A. Or let's say another guy even came behind arcade, coming with you, like mirroring you on the other side. You guys can automatically deduct they can only be B. There's nowhere else they can be. Maybe they can be in this corner, under. This is called under. Maybe they could be there, but that's very unlikely. So you will most likely, when you round this corner and you're looking, you're gonna see 4 of them here with their back turned to you, and that's where you rely on your aim to go boom, 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 and they're all dead. Get at least more than 1, okay? Minimum 2 on alert. That's your goal. So we kind of have to work on taking space, okay, and using the information when we have the space. Next thing is round 20 on A. Retake swings 2 people holding an angle. I can't remember where this was on A. Let me just think for a second. 2 people on retake swing 2 people holding an angle. I actually can't remember what this was, so you might have to watch the VOD. It'll be there though. I wrote it down during the round.
Was it the round where they had an Odin, like Reyna was here and somebody was
I think
here?
something like that. You just kind of like just swung in a 2v2 situation, I think, and they just killed you. I think it was here. I think it was here, somewhere here. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I can't remember the example, but just go watch it, okay? And then you can kind of see what you did wrong. Okay, so the next section is aim. All right. So round 5, we're almost done. This is a much smaller section. Your biggest sections were movement and game sense, okay? Your aim wasn't that big of a problem, but there were still some problems on defense because obviously, bro, you had an ace. You know you had 16 kills at the half, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many kills you ended with at the game?
20.
You had like 20 or 19. That means on attack you had 16 kills, but on defense you had 4 kills, 3 kills. Like, bro, you need to have 16 kills on defense too, okay? So
Alright.
I wrote that down as well, but so round 5 on pushing B arcade, and 2 had their back to him. Okay, I remember this round. You're by yourself. Your team was taking B, and you walked. I think you killed someone here. Like you killed one through the smoke or something, and then you started going arcade, and you whiffed on the clove. Remember the clove was running, and you whiffed on him, and then you came here to try to kill him, but then you saw the brim with his back turned to you, looking like this, and then the clove's back was to you, and then there was one guy coming gen. Okay, this is the guy that killed you. This is the guy that ended up getting the trade. But you came, which I love this play. I loved it. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, he's going to kill all of them. You came and you just instantly started crouch spraying, bro. Like, take your time with it and be accurate and be precise. You see him? One tap, come back here now. Right? Like, they were so close to you, and it wasn't like they were staring at you and shooting, ready to shoot at you. Both of their backs were turned. They're both like this. Okay, so you had a timing. This is called a timing. You had a, obviously this guy came and killed you. Unfortunate, because he was late. But even then, I kind of heard him through the audio. Like, I heard one coming, so you could have even waited. Kill this guy. Look right. One tap. Right? You need a one tap. You panicked. You looked, and you just went, your eyes opened, right? As they say, like, you kind of thought you had him. You had both. Right? You just went, and then you instantly died because you're giving away too much information. This guy just hears you spraying. You need to just come, identify if this guy's here. If you don't know he's here, okay, whatever. Swing fast because you kind of slow walked up to them. Swing fast, boom. Start looking somewhere else where they're gonna come, because when you kill these guys here, most likely there's no more on site. Okay, you'll see it on the VOD too. Watch the VOD. So the next thing will be round 7 on B arcade gets full first kill and stops scaling. They end up rotating because it took too long. So there was a round here on round 7 where you got a kill. Okay, like it was somewhere here, can't remember where, and then your Reyna was like, actually no, you're by yourself, and then I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. So you got a kill or something like that, and then you guys just like, they sat main and you just sat here too. And then you guys ended up rotating, and then you guys lost the round. But once you kill this guy, you gotta identify that there's only gonna be one more really on B. Let me ask you this question. You might not know it, you may know it, I'm not sure, but so how many people generally, this is generally, not subjective, objectively, how many people usually play A or B? And answer for both sides, like player-wise, player count-wise. How many people play B usually?
About 2 or 3.
Right, so the first answer is right. 2. How many usually play A?
3.
Exactly, right? There's only 5 players. So you can identify with that information generally if obviously there's times where they stack 3 on B or whatever they may be. They might stack 5. But generally, 8 out of 10 times, 7 out of 10 times, there's 2 on site. So when you kill this guy, you need to process the information. Guys, there's probably 1 on B. Like, can we take it? Can we take it? Ask them, can we take it? Right? There might be reasons for them to say no, like they got mollied off, or they hear them canteen, like where you can't hear them. There's like 3 people running. Right, then they'll relay that information back to you, but you need to actively process this information. I killed 1. Okay, this is probably gonna be 1 heaven, 1 side, or 1 just spawn, whatever it may be. Let's start clearing the site, guys. Let's go. Like, take initiative, be an IGL, right? That's kind of that stuff. And just understanding entering. Like, you're baiting way too hard, bro. Like, you were here, you got the kill, and you're just waiting for your team to do it first. Just take initiative and go first. So round 20 on A, retake swing, 2 people holding an angle. Oh yeah, that's that. So round 19 on B, spraying when taking contact on retake. Spraying on B when taking contact on retake. I think you took a fight. This one's not that crazy. You took a fight and you're just spraying them. Like, there's no, you're not using any of your good mechanics here, like one tap him, look around, or burst him down, or spray control. Like, you're just like you're panicking, right, in mid fights. You gotta, like, obviously it's unexpected that they're peeking you from whatever angle it was, but you gotta just, and that comes with muscle memory and training these aim skills, like bursting, which I will teach you at the end of the session. So those things you'll have to actively work on every day. So that's it for aim. Utility usage. So we got 2 more. Okay, and that's it for cons. So round 15 on A.
Alright.
And Sands could use his vulnerability more effectively. So come here. You guys were on defense, if I'm not mistaken. Come to ropes. And I'm trying to remember if you're up here or down here. It doesn't really matter. That's not really the point of it. But yeah, I think it was you're up here. But bro, use your skills, right? This is one of the most broken things of his kit. People don't realize. It makes a 4-shot, like a rifle, like my Vandal. Oh fuck! Sorry. I thought you had it wrong. It makes it from a 4-shot kill to a 2-shot kill, so it reduces
If it were easy,
the amount I have to kill you by
wouldn't be.
half, right? Can you see why that's so good? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to shoot 5. I don't need to spend 4 seconds killing you. I only need to spend 2 seconds killing you. It cuts the time in half in killing somebody. I don't even need to headshot you anymore. I can just 2-tap burst you and you're dead. So just come through the same spot. I'll turn this back on. So that's something kind of we have to work on. Okay, like use it. Right, obviously it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to go away from your gun. I used to have the same problem too. I used to never use utility because I was so scared if I go away from my gun I'm gonna die. But when you become fast at it and good at it, it doesn't matter. Like, they were about to come out or something. I can't remember where exactly, but you just use it. Just what I like to do is I like to try to use all my utility and make sure there's no utility left before the round ends. Right, just because you're gonna buy it next round anyway. Like, it's not about being frugal. It's just use it, okay? And like being effective with it. You hear 5 of them running at you, boom. They're not gonna push for 10 seconds after they get hit by that. You're gonna wait it out, right? So next thing is needs to use wall. We went over that. And round 17, inside is ult. He can play it better. So there was that one round you ulted him. It was the Sage, and then you instantly died. I can kind of show you what I do. So I will usually,
Yeah,
I'll usually immediately shift walk to one. You know how there's 2 walls? I'll immediately shift walk to one wall and listen, because a lot of the times when they get ulted, they're swinging, right? They're trying to look for the ISO. So I'll come to one of the 2 walls and kind of wait. If he's swinging to my side, then I can kind of have an edge and kill him. But if he's swinging to the other side, I'll start walking out and kind of walk behind him because he's swinging right. I'll come to his left flank behind him. Okay, so that's something you can kind of play. But overall, bro, ult usage was very good. So let's just go through the pros really quickly. I'm not gonna go too in detail with them. Obviously, you can probably kind of just see it by yourself when I send you the notes. Your pros don't really matter. Obviously they matter in the sense of like if you're doing it right, just keep doing the right things and work on them and make them better. Okay, because a lot of people when they hear the pros, they get smoke blown up their ass and the ego gets huge and they stop improving on those things. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to actively being like, okay, these are my pros, this is what I'm good at, how can I get even better at it, right? So round 1 on B, smokes are specific. Oh, okay. This is comms. This was on the first map, first round. We only had 1 round of data. So on round 1 on B on Pearl, you said you saw 2 and then you were very specific. You're like, I see 2 guys, right? That's super high level communication. Round 4 on A says 1 more on site. It's crucial. You guys like killed a couple guys and then you're like, hey, there's 1 more, guys. Like you're telling your team actively that information that helps them see the bigger picture of where they are, what's going on. Round 7, team is telling them they're all somewhere and he can identify to take space and scale. So you're doing it well in round 7. That's the only round you really took space or like identifying what's going on. That's in the comm section. Utility section, I wrote round 1 on B. This is Pearl. The first round, you did a really great shield before you fought. You knew there was a fight coming, and you used your shield. Almost all of my students would not have used a shield there. They would have just fought him with no shield. So that was great. You got to work on it. Just get better at using it. Get better at re-shielding, like killing somebody, getting the orb, right? The shield orb. Because you know it resets, right? If you take the orb, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, good. Because some of my students didn't know, my duelist students. Aim. This is the aim section. Round 1 on round 1 on A. First crosshair placement kill is good. You had a really good fight on A main where you killed a guy top site. You'll see that in the bot. I'm not gonna really go through it. It's just very basic stuff. You have pretty good micro adjustments on attack. Defense, your aim was just complete dog shit. Okay, you were panicking a lot, and that kind of comes with your retaking ability. If you're really good at retaking, you can identify where they could be / where they are automatically without even seeing them on the minimap or in your screen. Okay, you're gonna deduct the common spots that people sit in post plant. Those are some things you're gonna learn through experience. The next thing is round 8, great crosshair placement. That's pretty self-explanatory. B main kill on Sage, so it happened on B. You had really good crosshair placement. Movement, round 4. Your mechanics are pretty good. Like you know how to kind of like jiggle peek, or like you didn't crouch peek too much, but like those things were pretty good. Like you're peeking from close to the wall, stuff like that. Okay. Round 8 is game sense. This is game sense category. Round 8 can identify man advantage. Started scaling canteen. So there was a round where so you were round 8, so you're attacking. It was like a 5v2. Okay, you kind of identified that you can take space here, right? You just started walking down canteen, taking space bomb, trying to get information. This is something you need to work on more and more and more, and do it more. Even if you die, even if it's wrong, this is where you build upon that experience. Okay, I died here. What could I? Maybe I should have cleared this corner first, or I should have waited a little bit more, or whatever it may be. Okay, but you did that really well. You'll see it on round 8. Okay, you identified it. You saw in the minimap it's 5v2, and then you just started taking their space. Okay, so that's great. Round 10 tells his team the accurate and correct rotation when he's dead. There was a round where I can't remember which site, but you'll see it. It's round 10. You died. It was a 2v3 situation, I think, or 2v2, and I was saying it. You'll hear me on stream too. I was like, oh, he should tell them to rotate right now. And you were quiet for a little bit, and then 5 seconds later, you're like, guys, you should just rotate. They were on A, and they came B, and then they won the round. Right? You gave them the right, accurate communication, because the information was that both the enemies were on A, so you guys started going B, okay? Or you just started telling them going B, but one thing I'll say is just process that information quicker. I processed it 5 seconds earlier than you did, right? So work on that. This is the last one. Round 17, aware of his minimap when they identify they're on the other side of the map. Like again, like when you're on A and everything's cut noise, not much going on, and then you see them, you kind of know like they're all gonna go. But I would advise against just full sprinting to that. Just either understand, hey, they can re-hit, come back, there's a lurk, or yeah, like those type of stuff. Okay. All right. So that's it. for all your notes. Let's go in the range. I'm just gonna briefly show your new warm-up routine that you're gonna do every single day, every session. Okay. So just watch my Discord stream. And then this will be in the VOD as well, so you can use it or go back to it if you forgot or whatever it may be, or you just don't know exactly what I did. Okay, just give me 1 second. It's 4 exercises. You want to do so. Just let me know when you're ready to write it down, or like a note on your notes or your pen and paper. Or you can just refer to the VOD. If you want to just refer to the VOD later, then you don't have to write anything.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
just look at the VOD.
Okay, so first things first. This one's called left to right headshot. Okay, so you see this ledge. Make sure you got bot armor on, infinite ammo on. You come to the ledge and press practice, and you want to go head to head. Like it's like connect the dots, but you want to be in a straight line, like your crosshair when you move head to head. And there, you don't want. The goal is not to miss. The goal is to be as precise as possible. So you go from here to here. Like I'm doing it super slowly for you. Right? Like even when I go in a straight line, there's some movement, obviously, but you kind of work through that. Right? Like so we're going head to head. Alright, we're in the beginning, just one tap, don't spray. Right? Like there I overflicked. I went from here, but I went past his head to come back. So identify where you're going wrong. Am I overflicking? Am I underflicking? Am I just is my smoothness? Smoothness means from going point A to point B. Is it a straight line? Is it super trash? Like, right? Identify what's going on. You're right. Okay. Right? And then add some speed. Obviously, to all my students in the beginning, this is a super fucking hard exercise. Even for me in the beginning when I first learned this exercise from Wardell, like it was extremely hard. I spent so much time on this because it was so hard. You go here, for me at least. Some people will find it easier. Right? If you want to go faster, it'll be like. But you go left to right, and those last shots were very bad, so I have to slow down my aim. Make sure I'm going on that. Right, but the point is that you go from point A to point B without overflicking, underflicking, or any other type of error. That way you can just flick somebody in a real game, right? When they're in a far angle or something like that. So. Alright. That's the first one, okay? Second one. This is called 5-shot burst, okay? Just like how I kind of... Wait, did I talk to you about the burst thing? Like, not spraying and stuff? Like, just... Right? We kind of went through that, I think. So, there's 9 columns here. And you want a 5-shot burst. So this is me spraying. Okay. Like not controlling my recoil. This is me controlling my recoil. Okay. Like that's a little bit bad. But. Like you see how they're all in the same area. 5 shots. Make sure it's 5 shots. And you go left to right, or whatever. This one's not as important to go left to right or not, but it's still important. You want to be as like that would be a perfect 5-shot burst. These ones are a little bit more loose, right? So we gotta identify what's going on. Am I not pulling down long enough? Am I spraying too much? Am I doing it too late? Like, right? So we gotta identify like that. You see, like these. That means that they're just instantly dead if I 5-shot burst somebody, right? Like this one too. It might hit someone's leg though. Okay, so you want to be as tight as possible. Okay, so that's 5-shot burst. This next exercise, obviously,
how long should I do the exercises?
Each exercise minimum 5 minutes a day, minimum. Okay, you can go for an hour for some of these. Like I used to do these for like until my arm fell off some days when my aim was really bad, or I was like going negative in like 4 games in a row. I'd feel like shit, right? So I'd come in here and just work on my aim, like, and that's kind of how you get better. So 5-shot burst, and then this exercise is spray control / spray transfer. So I'm gonna control my spray where it doesn't start up here and then I'm bringing it down. Okay, I'm immediately pulling and I'm drawing a line. I do this for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like that. Okay, make sure it's a straight line or close to, right? You're not gonna be like this and then coming back up here like that. No, draw a straight line.
Do I do it vertical and horizontal?
No, this is only horizontal. because this is gonna help your spray transfer where you're in a fight. Like I explained to another student, like let's say you're like tapping this guy and then, or like even spraying, you're spraying this guy and then this guy just pops out of nowhere, right? Your reaction, you're just gonna be like this, right? You're not gonna be like spraying this guy, stop spraying this guy, looking at him. Like, no, there's no time for that. You're gonna be spraying, killing this guy, and then you're gonna be spraying this way, and you're gonna be this another guy comes out, right? So I can even show you on these bots. Like, you're gonna be like, right? And it's all about the control, right? I can kill these guys far away by just controlling my recoil, right? Like, right? You get what I mean? It's like a little bit of a spray flick exercise where it's not more about the flicking, it's more about understanding where your crosshair needs to be for your spray to be at the level you want it to be. That's what this is really for.
Alright.
Do that, 5 minutes. And then the next thing is, so that's 3 exercises, right? The bots, left to right headshot, 5-shot burst control, spray transfer, spray control. This is a movement exercise. Do you play with movement error on?
No.
Okay, so I would highly recommend you do that. So you go to video, you go to stats, you come all the way down. You can watch this in the VOD later if you don't want to do it now. And then you just put on graph only, okay? And I'm just going to briefly explain what the shooting error does. You can see it on the top right. It says shooting error, right? The graph. And it says 0.2, 0.000. There's a yellow 00 and a blue 00, right? You see it? On my screen. Not on the like wall, but on my screen. It says shooting error. You see it? Yes, no?
Wait, where is it in settings?
Top right. Video, and then you go to stats. Go all the way down, and it says shooting error, gameplay stats, shooting error. And you go graph only.
Oh,
okay, but just don't worry about turning it on right now. But just look at my screen. You can see shooting error, right? On my screen.
Yeah.
On the top right, right? There's a little graph. So I'll explain what it means. Okay. Blue means movement error. Okay. Yellow means firing error. So if I spray and I don't control my recoil, look at the graph. You see how it's all yellow, 0.9, and it says 0.9.
Yeah.
So that means that it's inaccurate. It means that I'm not controlling anything. Okay. You want to 0.2. It means that you're 100% accurate wherever you shoot. So if I stand still and I shoot here, you see the graph? It's yellow, right? It's there. The yellow is there. That's not what's important. What's important is the number. So 1 shot will be 1 bar, 2 shots will be 2 bars, or 3 bars or whatever. But the point is that you want to be close to 0.2. 0.2 means that wherever I shoot, it means I'm pretty much 100% accurate whatever I shoot at. There's no recoil. Okay. Blue is the movement error. So if I'm moving and spraying, you see how now there's a yellow line and a blue line?
Yeah.
That means that there's a movement based error, as in I'm moving while I'm shooting. It's not going to be accurate. So this is called dead zoning, where you stop, shoot somebody, instantly delete them, move again, and you instantly delete them again at 100% accuracy. 0.2, 0.28. You want to be as close to 0.2 as possible. Obviously, there's going to be times where you're like 0.35, 0.27, 0.28, but yeah, you just want to be near the 0.28 mark, okay? That means you're like 99% accurate. 0.2 means you're 100% accurate, okay? So you come here, you start at this, shoot 1 time.
Is there something under 2 point?
No, 0.2 is the most accurate you can be. That's why at default, when there's no shots being placed, it just automatically says 0.2. Okay? So 0.2 just means 100% accuracy. So you go here, shoot here, come here, and you see how I'm stopping and then I'm shooting? Stopping and I'm shooting. Look at my graph. It says 0.2, right? The number's not changing, right? Look if I don't do it properly and I kind of move. 6.2. You see that? And the bullet wasn't accurate. You see how it flew to the side? It's not where my crosshair was. I can show you again. Right? I'm aiming here, but the bullet's here. 6.2. So that means there's a movement error, right? So that means I'm moving. So when you look at the graph, it's blue. It means I'm moving. It almost looks like I'm moving, right? There's no blue. So that means there's blue. 0.31. So that means I shot a little too early. Okay? So this is super important in getting to the higher levels, because everyone above diamond or plat knows how to do this. If you don't know how to do this, you're screwed. You're not going to be able to kill these people, because you're always going to be crouch spraying first contact or running and gunning, right? People don't know how to stop. So anyways, let me continue. Shoot, stop, shoot. 5 on each side, okay? And then you cut it in half. Come here, cut it in half. You can go left, like this way or the other way, it doesn't matter. But just cut it in half. And then you cut it 5 on each side again, and you cut it in half again. So there's a smaller distance. So it's really working on your movement and being able to shoot at the same time when you stop. And then you cut it in half again. So you start from here, 5 on each side, right? And then you cut it in half, 5 on each side, and then you cut it in half again, 5 on each side, and then you cut it in half again, where it's almost like you're standing still. So you're gonna be like, right? Like look at my error. It's like 0.31. It's not. That's not so bad when it's like a close range, like a spot, because like you kind of have to involve your mouse a little bit. Okay. So this is called dead zoning. Okay. This is the last one.
Okay.
This one will incorporate everything. Your dead zoning, like swinging, stopping, and shooting, and also your peeking abilities, as in swing, like a wide swing, I stop, shoot the guy in the head, or I crouch, right? I crouch swing like this, or it's a jiggle. Sorry, let me just show you. Right, it's a jiggle dead zone, right? I'm fully accurate. Look how accurate I am, right? Like sometimes I'm whiffing, but right? You see how it's shooting him? Even though it looks like I'm moving, I'm 100% accurate because I'm dead zoning, right? So that's the importance of dead zoning, is when you can literally just jiggle people and just kill them. Like it's 100% accurate. Look, it looks like I'm moving, but I'm not. I'm standing still when I shoot, and that's the importance of dead zoning. It looks like I'm moving, but I'm not. I'm standing still. It's just I've practiced it where it looks like I'm moving. Like,
Okay.
look, so 20 on each side. So swing, wide swing. For you, start with your wide swings. Stop, shoot, and just make sure you're looking at your shooting error. Make sure it's not above 0.3. Right, practice this. Obviously, it's gonna be hard in the beginning, but this will help you train a real-time scenario where you're hiding behind the wall and you hear the guy running up and he's dead. Right? Instantly deleted, and you come and then you can go back to your cover. Okay, so 20 on this side, 20 on this side, because obviously you need to practice the other side as well, like peeking left and then peeking right. Okay, so that's it. You can go back on the VOD to kind of see how I did it, and you can kind of just write it down from there. And yeah, so that's everything, bro. Any questions, concerns, things you want to work on, things you have a hard time with?
Not for now, but
Okay, yeah.
maybe next time.
If you have any questions, let me know. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, bro. That's the session, man. Just remember, do this daily, and I'm gonna send you the notes in a bit, and then you can watch the VODs, kind of go through what I was talking about, really reflect, really think about these things, okay? Because it's important. I know you say I know you said like you zone out and stuff, but you gotta be really, really locked in, right? Like that's what they say at the higher levels. Yo, lock in. Even if one guy's like starts arguing, everyone on the team will be like, guys, lock in. Yo, just shut up. Like, right? Like, lock in, bro. Like, because they need everyone's full focus to win this game. They can't solo carry at higher levels. All right? It's a team game. Okay, so that's it, bro. I'll see you around on the stream in the Discord. Let me know if you have any questions, okay?
Alright.
Alright, bro. Take care and good luck with your games. We'll keep in touch.
Thank you, you too.
No problem. Okay, I'll be right back. Just send this to him. I'll be right back. 좀 이따가 잠깐. Okay. Sova Ava, what's up, bro? I saw your chat, but I couldn't really speak. I was with a student, but okay, bro. I'm ready. You ready?